One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Terrapins will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Syracuse's offense will have first crack at this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the option. The give to the back. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help.
There he goes. He's forced out of bounds at the 31, but that is why you keep it on the ground.
Well, one of the things I love about these misdirection type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot, because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. The give out of the gun. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team.
Touchdown, Orange! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on games.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Maryland's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front, because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like, when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Looking to pass. It's Landry. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense. That's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? And the Terrapins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Turning it on. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The Terrapins have moved it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! Extra point here will tie the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
On the option. They'll try the run. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Syracuse will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Gets it to him on the screen.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll leave it with him. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Hard running there. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23. A pickup of 4.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. They'll get him out of bounds at the 35-yard line, and that is just what the doctor ordered for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. To running room. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot in.
And that one is picked up in the end zone.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. And the Terrapins will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Final play of the quarter coming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Tillman. Quick step and go. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here comes the option. Got enough for the first. Oh, he's got some space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Syracuse.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan-Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Colorado State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run, it's Mooney. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. The Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll take it on the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Finds his man. It's Coates. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big 3rd down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Good gain on the return, and this defense the Maryland offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Escapes the sack. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To throw, it's Landry. Working that wide receiver screen. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Terrapins send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Coates. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Pulls it in. It's Tillman. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. They have a 1st down at the 41-yard line.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. The give to the tailback. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. He'll pull it on the read. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12.
I just love it when my quarterback knows situational football. They run the option. He understands. It's 4th and short. Like, I got to stick my nose in there, get north-south, and try to get that 1st down. I love when I have a quarterback that can do that.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. This time, he's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And that one's way too far for everybody. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got him downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Landry. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Got a man. It's Daniels. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Just inside the 30 at the 29. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, and they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Second down after the offense recovered its own fumble. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And the defense drags him down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves.
Touchdown, Terrapins! A great catch and run for 6.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally,
snags it down the right side. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
And that has got to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no way the receiver should have been allowed to be that open deep down the field. Somebody on defense blew their assignment.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Oh, better look out. Got enough for the 1st down. Breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, CUSE.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him corralled, but not before he gets that return out to the 35. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
You've already sent your punter out 4 times. At least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick completion to the right.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
They'll give it to the back. Runs for the tackle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Terrapins are marching down the field. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Landry. Caught behind the line. It's Mooney. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And Jesse, that's almost like an extension of the running game, a new age toss sweep.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, Reese, by the quarterback, putting that football in a place where his running back can make an easy catch and then advance it downfield.
Unloads to the wideout. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Hold it. Defense.
Holding on the defense is just a gift to the offense with the automatic first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Mooney. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Terrapins with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out. First drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
He'll do it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well, then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little chunk of yards.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Syracuse will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Looking downfield, it's Landry. Grabbed in the middle, it's Durham. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback on the keeper. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. And the Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose. Already the fifth kick of the night. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Orange now facing a third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go right with the read option on first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
On the option. There he goes.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the right. Trying to barrel in. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. Syracuse comes to the line on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Scanning the field, it's Landry. The Terrapins now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The heat got to him, and he just sort of froze and got tackled in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
The returner brings it out to the 32. And the Syracuse offense will take over.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the option. Creates a little space. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. The Orange could go for it all right here on 2nd and inches. Going with the ground game left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
And the quarterback will be slowed down back at the 43.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
From the gun, the ground game. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. The Orange will have to punt. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's for turning it on. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there. Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Landry. Keeps it going. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Punt is in the air. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Terrapins moving quickly to the line.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Looking downfield, it's Landry. Oh, they're after him. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He lobs one high down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They'll run the option. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you.
And now in the pitch, the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments.